Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Wednesday, November 16th. We have a 10-game slate. We're going to slow things down a little bit. If you're new here, welcome. All the new subscribers and the new viewers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And just to make sure we're all on the same page, you know, what we do here is we take a first look at the NBA slate. We identify our core, our player pool, who stands out. What we're going to do from then is, create our dummy lineups, once you finish watching the video. And then as the injury reports come out and as better value stand out, then you pop those into your lineups, and that's how you build your lineups. That's how you build your winning lineups. That's why I expect most of you guys to be doing, especially if you're newer, you're not too sure what to do, how to do it. Just take it step by step. So you get your player pool together, we identify the people that stand out, we make dummy lineups to hold the positions, hold the spots, and hold the contest that we want to play. And then throughout the day, we adjust it with the better value, move things around how we want it. That's how we get ready for lock. So I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. I know everybody has different techniques, but for the newer people, that's what I suggest you guys should be doing. All right, just want to make sure we're all clear because there's a lot of new people here, and I want to make sure that you get the most out of these videos. With that being said, we're going to jump in. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're starting with point guard, as usual, Luka Magic. Not a lot to really break down here. If you're playing 10 lineups, play him in five of them. And as long as you have the correct value to put with him, you're good to go. He's the highest fantasy scorer in the NBA this season, and there's no reason to shy away from him. Yes, it is a back-to-back, but they are playing Houston. So lots of blocks and steals to be had in this game. So I will fire up Luca and not think twice about it. Steph Curry, he's got to put the team on his back right now. Klay Thompson is going through a midlife crisis, and Kyrie's got to cover for him. 10-5, same boat as Luca. Find the value, fire him up, play him in as many lineups as you can. Trae Young, 9,700, absolutely fine against Boston. You're looking for a close, tight game. Same thing with Murray, same boat. He just gets his through rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. Well, Trae Young is more scoring and assists. Donovan's been a terror this season in a good way, carving up every team he's went against. If he's healthy, he's in play. The only problem I have with Donovan Mitchell is, the player under him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They keep disrespecting this man. I play this man every slate. Like I literally play not I'm not saying I play him like to be cute. I play him every slate. Every time he plays, I play him, and that lineup cashes. Not once did it not cash. Obviously, you have to have the right pieces around him, but SGA is a terror. 9,400. He's giving you over 50 fantasy points. For those of you that are not acquainted with SGA, last 5 games: 59, 63, 36, 53, 58. Those are monster numbers for a guy to continue to price at 9,400. Straight disrespectful. He's always my first guy in, and he'll be my first guy in again. They're getting intelligent with Halliburton, $9,300. He is priced correctly. SGA is $1,000 too cheap, and that's gonna be the downfall of Halliburton as far as ownership. Because how do you roster Halliburton with SGA $100 more? Um, let's go to Booker. Got Booker. Is he gonna be without Paul? Booker is without Paul. No, is that questionable? All right, he might be without Paul. If he's with Paul, he's a good play. If he's without Paul, he's underpriced. Garland, Garland is priced as if Mitchell isn't playing. If Mitchell is playing, he's a touch overpriced. If Mitchell is not playing, he's a bit underpriced. But we know he had that breakout game last game. Not a breakout game, but he had a very good game the last game. So they priced him up. He had 70 fantasy points. So obviously that's gonna make his salary jump. So um be careful with Garland if Mitchell is playing. Lamelo's still getting his rhythm. He's 8,900. There's no way in hell I play 8,900 for Lamelo when we have all these guys around him that are better plays. If I was playing 10 lineups, I play Lamelo in one for shits and giggles. Drew Holiday 8,800. I don't want to shit on Drew Holiday, but I don't. I got to be playing a lot of lineups to get him in one. There's a lot of good guard plays around his salary. I don't see how I get to him like that. Maybe one or two lineups. If Beal is back, well, he is back because he's not questionable. Beal is all right at 8,300. He's an okay play. McCollum, okay play. Better Zion is out. If Van Vliet is back, that's going to mess up a whole lot of things because everyone in Toronto is priced up, even Banton. So this is going to be a real tricky slate. Pay attention to who's been overpriced for injuries and try to identify who's underpriced. So that's going to be the narrative of this slate. You get those things right, I guarantee you cash. Hero is out. Butler, Lowry. In fact, the whole starting lineup for Miami gets a bump. If Chris Paul is in, I guess a few lineups. He's an okay play. He's priced correctly. Kevin Porter's priced correctly. Jalen Brunson is underpriced. I played him tonight. I'm cashing in my Jalen Brown lineups as we speak. He's another one that's been disrespected. He's underpriced. Everything goes through him in New York. Lowry, he's an okay play. He's been playing well this season, so I don't have nothing bad to say about him. Josh Giddey's another one. If you want to pair him with SGA, you can. Um, Giddey does a little bit of everything. He's priced correctly for his upside. So if you're playing, 5, 6, 7 lineups, you could throw him in one. If Chris Paul is active, campaign is useless at 6,600. Jamal Murray 6,500 in play. Jordan Poole, if Klay Thompson is back, I guess he's an okay play. Jalen Green is priced correctly. He's a good play. Dennis Smith, useless now, in my opinion. Um, D'Angelo Russell, if you're playing 10 lineups, you could throw him in one. Marcus Smart, I don't need. That's a personal thing. Tatum and Brown are soaking up all the usage. I want no one else from Boston. That's my rule, and I'm sticking to it for now. Javon Carter, his price needs to come back down. Giannis is back. Um, you can play Beauchamp for cheaper. I don't need Javon Carter at 5,800. Suggs, I got Suggs right once in my entire life. I don't need Suggs. If you want to play him, have at it. Congratulations, but I'll be straying away from him. Maybe 15 lineups, you could throw him in one. Marcus Morris. Monte Morris, same thing. You playing 15 lineups, throw him in one. Banton at 5,100. If there is no Van Vliet and Banton starts, he's an okay play. But don't expect the same production from the last game. Don't fall for that trap. Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is an okay play if Bones Highland is out. If Bones Highland is in, I wouldn't pay $5,100 for Bruce Brown. That's just me. No Brogdon for me. He's an okay play, but no Brogdon for me. No White for me. You know my rule on Boston. And the rest of these guys are filler. To be honest with you, we don't talk about these guys until we have injury news. All right, so nothing to see there. Listen, any backup player for 4,000 and 3,000, they don't come into play until um we have an injury report closer to lock. So don't waste your time looking. Shooting guard, DeJounte Murray 9,600. We spoke about him. Okay, let's get down to Jalen Brown. He's priced up. I like the matchup. He's priced up a little bit, but I like the matchup as far as a back and forth. If we get a nice, tight, close game, we'll have Tatum and Brown going at it with Young and his people's, tight game in the fourth. You're looking for overtime. That's what you're looking for in these type games. That's what I did today. I played a lot of pieces from Utah and New York to get a nice, tight, close game to go down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? So far, it paid off. But that's what I look for. That's what I try to pinpoint. So I like the matchup Boston and Atlanta. Ingram is all right. He gets a boost if there's no Williamson. McCollum, same thing. We spoke about him. Rozier, he's kind of pricey with ball back, but if you want to play him, have at it. Anthony Edwards, 7,500. You're playing many lineups. You could throw him in one in Minnesota. You don't know who's going to pop off. That's the problem. Levine, you want to take a shot, have at it. I try to stay away from these players that have multiple fantasy producers on the team and you don't know which one of them are going to go off. Kind of tricky. Dinwiddie, Dinwiddie had a few good games. He's priced all the way up. I'd wait for his salary to drop before I play him again. Wagner, there's no Banchero. Dan Wagner is all right at 7K, but he doesn't usually pay off his price tag, so 7K is a little bit risky. Um, well, let's back up. Last 5 games 49, 40, 33, 28, and 34. So technically, 2 games he paid off his price tag, and he came close one game. So the 34 was fine, almost 5 times value. Actually, it was 5 times value at 6,800. Then the other two, 49, 40. So he's been playing well. So I got to take that back. He's been playing well. Um, let's do a little bit of a deep dive into Franz Wagner. Let's see who's going to be available. So, okay. So we got Suggs, we got Suggs, Wagner, Banchero, Okiki, Bol, and Carter. All right, so Wagner's absolutely in play. Wagner's absolutely in play. Let's just see his minutes real quick. 40, 33, 31. Okay, so Wagner's absolutely in play. Have at it. Absolutely in play. Buddy Hill's in play. Kelly Oubre, he, you know, Kelly Oubre could give you 4. Kelly Oubre could give you 40. That's the problem. If you're playing multiple lineups, throw him in one. Levert, if there's no Mitchell, you can fire up Levert. Matherin's always in play for me. That's a personal thing. I like his game. I like his ability to score fantasy points quickly. Klay Thompson, I've still been playing Klay Thompson, waiting for an eruption. I guess I'll continue doing it. So Klay Thompson's in play. Um, KCP, you want to take a shot? Have at it. And I don't think we need any of these guys to look. We don't need to look at these guys right now. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go to small forward. Tatum, 10-9, absolutely in play. He looks expensive, but he's been a beast this season. He's come out with an agenda to let everybody know who he is, and he's been doing that. Jason Tatum's absolutely in play. Banchero, if he plays, is in play. I'm not on DeRozan. He's been underwhelming. Scotty Barnes has been underwhelming, taking up space in my lineups. I'm more on OG. I'm not really a big Scotty Barnes guy, but I know he's cost a lot of people a lot of money because he's been doing nothing in these games without Siakam and Van Vliet. 19, 34, 30, 31, and 22 does nothing when you're 8K. That's all I got to say about it. Actually, he's banned from my lineup for the rest of the week, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. I don't care. OG, my main man, OG Anunoby, he's absolutely in play, especially if there's no Van Vliet. Wiggins is in play. RJ Barrett is in play, unfortunately. RJ Barrett is never a sexy play, but he's a good play. He's an okay play. Michael Porter's in play. Okiki price is coming up, but Okiki gets a lot of peripherals and stocks. You're playing 10 lineups, you could throw a Kiki in one, but it's going to look ugly doing that. It's going to feel bad. I just feel bad saying it. DeAndre Hunter, he's an okay play. Jaden McDaniels, no thank you. The rest of these guys, if there's no Zion, you could take a shot on Herbert Jones. Caleb Martin, you could take a shot on. He's usually hit or miss though. This is Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy, if he starts again for Zion, is in play. Beauchamp, if he starts, he's in play. AJ Martin's in play. Patrick Williams is in play. Eric Gordon is in play. Um, Neesmith, believe it or not, is in play. If he starts, and then that's about it for now. No Kispert, no Reddish. We shouldn't be looking at these guys right now. It's too early. Like I said, let me just repeat myself to make sure we're all on the same page. Once you get closer to lock and we have injury reports and starting lineups and stuff like that, then you can start looking into fillers. But if you're looking at filler now, you're gonna lose. That's a guarantee. Um, Power forward, Giannis at 12-6 in play. Cat 91 in play. I love Jimmy. We're no hero at 9K. I love him against Toronto, especially in a tight, close game or close, tight game, however you want to say it. Um, I don't need Zion this slate with Jimmy at 9K. I love Jimmy. Like I love him. Um, Randall, not for me. Kuzma at 8K. We don't need him. Beal is back. Portis at 72. That's a joke. Christian Wood off the bench, 6,400. He's okay. Bol, if there's no Banchero, okay play. Evan Mobley, if there's no Mitchell, that's a fine play. Draymond Green, last man in type deal. Should be a close, tight game. Okay play. Boucher's getting pricey for what he's going to what he's going to be doing. A little bit pricey. You're going to need 30 fantasy points minimum from Boucher. Strus is pricey, even without Hero. John Collins is in play. Kevin Love is in play. Jabari Smith, um, 54, he's okay play. PJ Washington, okay play. Povashevsky, if he starts again, 5,300, I like him. I like his peripherals and stock upside. Jalen Smith, last man in, fine. Daddy is young if he starts again. There's no Van Fleet, he's fine. Anybody but Otto Porter. Um, I think that's it for now. Let's go to center. All right. Yeah, Jokic was ruled out earlier today, so he's out. Aaron Gordon gets a bump, but you know that. Um, no and no. What's his name? DeAndre Jordan does not get a bump. I'm not playing DeAndre Jordan. Uh, all right, where are we? Um, Porzingis is all right, 84. I prefer Bam. If he plays, if Bam doesn't play, Jimmy Butler gets the greatest boost of all time. Wendell Carter, if he doesn't play, if Wendell Carter and Banchero is out, Bobo, you fire up Bobo. You don't look back. Vooch is all right at 73. I can't play Valanciunas even without Williamson. So he gets back on track. Gobert's in play. Miles Turner is too cheap, way too cheap in play. Sengun is in play, but I prefer Miles Turner. Capella, but I prefer Miles Turner. But Lopez is an okay play. Giannis is back. Ayton is fine. He's better with Chris Paul than without him. You can't do shit without Chris Paul. Plumlee's all right. I'm not playing Al Horford, but he's an okay play if you want to have at it. Hartenstein's been a failure every time he started. Let's just double check. 32, 16, 7, 21, and 25 at the salary that he's at, complete failure. He hit value one time out of five. He's a failure. Um, Dwight Powell, no. Kevin Looney, no. Mo Bamba gets a slight bump if there's no Wendell Carter. Um, Listen, I can't play DeAndre Jordan. I don't give a fuck who's ruled out. Can't do it. I've seen a couple Denver games and DeAndre Jordan didn't even know why he was out there. I can't do it. I don't care what he did in his last 5 games. I cannot do it. He's looking washed. He can't grab rebounds. I'm good. I'll play. You know what? I'll play Bruce Brown before I play DeAndre Jordan on Denver. All right. All right. I think I overlooked Aaron Gordon because I was looking for him. Aaron Gordon, where are you, my man? He's gonna get the biggest bump if there's no. Well, because there is. Yeah, he's questionable too. Jesus Christ. So Michael Porter gets a bump if they're both out. Um, he's sick, so he may not play. All right, let's do a quick deep dive into Denver real quick, just to make sure that we all know what's happening. So we have no Giannis confirmed, and maybe no Aaron Gordon. Jeff Green gets a bump, yes. Yeah, it's looking like Jeff Green night. Michael Porter gets a bump. Bruce Brown gets a bump, and it's probably going to trickle down. Murray gets a little bit more minutes. Look at all these guys injured. So you know what? This is where your value is going to probably come from, Denver. So pay attention to Denver. Don't say I ain't never tell y'all nothing. So let's get 5 guys and let's get out of here. I'm lying. Let's get 5 guys and let's go to FanDuel. We're starting with SGA. Until they price him up appropriately, playing he's my first man in every slate. Shooting guard, um, Wagner does look good. I don't usually get Mathurin right, but they're playing Charlotte. Let's go to Mathurin, save a couple bucks. Let's go pick up my man OG. We could do OG, or no, OG's too cheap. So we're doing OG. OG is a good play if Van Vliet is in. If Van Vliet is out, OG's an astronomical play. Oh yeah, now I remember. Jimmy Butler, 9K. And then maybe we need some value. Let's pick up um Bruce Brown. Is that what we're gonna do? Bruce Brown? Um Clay, 57. Clay 57 against Phoenix. Bruce Brown is 51. All right, let me just pick up Clay. Let me pick up Clay. He's gonna start. He's gonna get the minute. He's gonna get all the shots he wants. Let's pick up Clay. So let's go with SGA underpriced. Mathurin can heat up. Um, we know his upside. A little bit of a risky play, but he's 5,800. We got OG 7,200. Running it back with another player from the same team, same game, Jimmy Butler. I'm looking for a close game, a back and forth game, a tight game to go into the fourth. Then we got Klay Thompson, who's been not hitting his shots. That's all it is. He's not hitting his shots. He's 5,700. You're gonna play 30 minutes. You're gonna get all the shots that he wants. You know Steve Kerr's not gonna give up on him. So that's 5 guys that I like for DraftKings. And probably on a 10-game slate, if you get enough value, you could make this into a lineup, but you're gonna need the value. So we're gonna go to FanDuel. Once again, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up is really helping us grow to build this channel. And if there's any one of you that's having trouble cashing and you'll like my full up-to-date optimal lineup sent to you before a lot, check out my Patreon linked in the description, or you could DM me on Twitter, and I can even build you your own lineups for DraftKings, FanDuel, SuperDraft, or Yahoo. We're at FanDuel to save time. I skimmed through FanDuel, picked out 5 guys that stood out to me, and here we are. Back to SGA. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel. Still too cheap, 10-4. Garland is 7,600. If there is no Donovan Mitchell, he's a lock. Jimmy Butler, I love him right now. There's no Bam, he's a lock. Miles Turner, he's averaging damn near 40 fantasy points a night. He's 7K on FanDuel, a travesty. And Draymond, Golden State against Phoenix. Golden State needs to win. Draymond, you want to play Draymond in close games. You know, you don't want to play Draymond in a blowout game because then he's gonna sit his fat ass down and not play. You want to play him in a game they're trying to win, where he's needed. 5,700 for Draymond in a close game is a little bit too cheap. But those are just my thoughts. Who am I? Listen, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Hope you guys had a profitable night, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.